Again, welcome to my channel. There's a strange kind of moment in life, one that no one warns you about, one that doesn't announce itself. You're standing in a hallway, maybe it's at work, maybe it's at a cafe, maybe at a friend's gathering. You're not chasing anyone. You're not even thinking about her. Then she walks in. She's married, that much is clear. The ring is visible. The posture is poised. There's a kind of practiced grace in how she moves. The kind you only find in women who know they have something and have been told to hide it. She scans the room. She sees you. And for a brief second, something ancient happens. Before logic, before social rules, before duty, a flicker in her eyes, a micro smile, a pause in her step. She greets you. Just 2 or 3 words, maybe your name, maybe a casual hey, but it hits different. It lands differently in the chest. Not because of what she said, but because of how she said it. Her tone wasn't flat. It was alive. Her eyes didn't gloss over. They locked. And her voice didn't stay in her throat. It warmed, dropped an octave, and lingered. That's not imagination, that's instinct. That's attraction trying to wear a polite mask and failing. You see, when a married woman is attracted to you, she's trained not to show it. Society expects her to be composed, loyal, disconnected. But the body, the energy, the feminine, superconscious, it doesn't care about vows, it doesn't care about logic. It responds to masculine presence, like heat to fire. It reacts before it has time to filter. And that moment, her greeting, is when all of that comes out. In the wild, greetings were never casual. They were how wolves identified threats or mates, how humans judged intention, how attraction sparked silently. Today in modern life, greetings have become routine. Hey, hi, how are you? Bland words, but behind them a current, a pulse, a tone that only a few men ever truly hear. The average guy never notices it. He chalks it up to friendliness, politeness, decency. But the Stoic man, he knows. He doesn't flinch, he doesn't chase, he doesn't respond with desperation. He observes, he watches. He hears the change in her voice, the shift in her vibe, the silent music she plays with her eyes, and he understands exactly what's happening without needing to say a word. Because when a woman, especially a married woman, is truly attracted to a man, her greeting becomes a code, a secret, a quiet signal wrapped in civility. And if you're sharp enough to decode it, you'll never look at a hello the same way again. In today's video, we're going deep into 7 subtle but powerful ways a married woman's greeting exposes her hidden attraction. These are signs backed by behavioral science, body language psychology, and ancient social dynamics. Signs most men miss, but there are grounded man can read like an open book. You'll discover how her voice shifts when she's drawn to you. How heroes try to control what they reveal. How her timing, her touch, her micro-expressions all betray the truth she's trying to hide. This is not a guide for manipulation. This is not about seduction. This is about awareness. Masculine, stoic awareness. The kind of awareness that doesn't need to act, because it already knows the outcome. This is for the man who doesn't chase, because he knows he's already being pursued silently. Welcome to Stoic Self, where truth is quiet, presence is power, and clarity is the weapon of kings. Let's begin. Sign number 1. Her voice softens. Instinctively, most men never hear it because most men are too focused on what a woman says, not how she says it. But the man who moves with quiet strength, who carries presence without performance, he notices it instantly. Her tone changes. Her voice softens subtly, not to the point of obvious flirtation, but just enough to create a kind of warmth. A warmth that wasn't there when she greeted anyone else. Why does this happen? Because when a woman is drawn to a man, especially one she knows she shouldn't be attracted to, like when she's married, her subconscious doesn't go loud. It goes gentle. It tries to fly under the radar. And the first system to betray her is her vocal. Tonality. Here's the psychology. In evolutionary biology, women instinctively soften their voices when around high-value men. It's a non-verbal cue of submission, comfort, and feminine polarity. It's not fake, it's not conscious, it's biological, and it's most noticeable when you compare it. She greets everyone else with a normal, even professional tone. Then you enter and suddenly her words come out slower. Her pitch slightly rises. Her words stretch like she's reluctant for the moment to end. It might be a simple, "Oh, hey, good morning." But there's a tone, a softness, a breatheriness, as if the sound is coming from deeper in her chest, not her head. Now here's the key. This isn't always romantic. But when combined with other signs, her body language, her facial micro-expressions, her energy shift, that softened voice becomes step one in a hidden chain of attraction. It's her mind trying to act composed, while her instinct already gave itself away. And the high-value Stoic man, he doesn't smirk, he doesn't flirt back. He simply notices silently, calmly, and continues to radiate grounded presence because he knows attraction doesn't begin with touch. It begins with tone. Sign number 2, hear eyes flicker, then return too quickly. They say their eyes never lie, but in truth they try to, especially when someone is attracted to you and isn't supposed to be. A married woman who secretly feels a pull toward you will often betray herself in the first 3 seconds of eye contact, and then she'll overcorrect. Fast. Here's how it happens. She sees you. Instinct kicks in. Her eyes lock onto yours, often a fraction longer than they should. Not enough for the world to notice, but enough for you to feel it. That first gaze has weight, warmth, intensity, like she sees just you in that moment, even in a room full of people. But then, and this is key, she suddenly looks away too fast. Why? Because her logical brain kicks in late. Wait, that was too long. That was too obvious. Control yourself. So she verts her gaze downward, sideways, or towards something irrelevant, like checking her phone, adjusting a sleeve, or pretending she saw someone else. It's not graceful. It's rushed, and it's a cover-up. But the Stoic man notices because he doesn't just see her look at him. He sees her feel caught looking at him. And that right there is the tell. Now, most guys miss this. They think she looked away. She must not be interested. Wrong. When attraction is unspoken, especially forbidden, it rarely expresses itself in boldness. It leaks out, in hesitation, in overcorrection. In those subtle moments where her impulse says yes, but her mind screams, not now. It's the silent tension that gives everything away. And the man who has mastered stillness, he doesn't rush to fill the silence. He doesn't chase her gaze. He just remains unmoved, knowing she's the one wrestling with the storm inside, not him. Because when her eyes flicker and flee, they already told the truth, and her body is just playing catch-up. Sign number 3. She greets you last, but looks for you first. This one is subtle, dangerous, easy to overlook unless you're hyper-aware, but once you see it, you'll never unsee it again. You're in a shared environment, maybe a workplace, a gym, a mutual social space. She walks in married, collected. On the surface, she's calm, neutral, maybe even cold. She begins greeting people. Her co-worker, the receptionist, her friend. Her smile is casual. Her voice is even. Her posture poised. But while she greets others first, her eyes have already scanned the room for you. She's looking for you, not to engage you yet, but to confirm you're there, to locate the emotional gravity in the room before she says anything, to ground herself in your presence before she interacts. Then and only then does she offer her greeting to everyone else, autopilot. To you, a pause, a softness, a spark. Now here's what most men miss. It's not just about when she greets you. It's about the emotional delay before she does. You see, if you weren't just some guy in the room, if you didn't make her nervous, if her body wasn't betraying her with attraction, she'd greet you like she greets everyone else, quickly, efficiently, predictably. But when there's tension, she hesitates. She saves you for last, not to disrespect you, but to savor it. She wants that moment to last longer. She wants the build-up. She delays the greeting like someone delays dessert, knowing it's the part that will make them feel the most. Sometimes she'll even pretend she didn't see you at first. She'll act surprised. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. But if you were watching when she walked in, you know she did. She clocked you the moment she entered. That fake surprise is just the veil, and the Stoic man, the high-value man, he sees the entire dance. He doesn't push. He doesn't rush to greet her first. He allows her to come to him slowly, nervously, deliberately, because he understands what's really happening underneath her words. She's not greeting a co-worker. She's not greeting a friend. She's greeting a temptation in human form. And the moment she chooses to greet you last, while her mind greeted you first, that's the moment you know. Sign number 4. Her smile is brief but loaded with meaning. A smile can say 1,000 words without uttering a single one. But when a married woman is secretly attracted to you, her smile in greeting is a masterclass in subtlety. It's never the broad, carefree grin you'd expect from casual friendliness. Instead, it's brief, a fleeting flash, yet packed with layers you only perceive if you know where to look. Here's what happens. She smiles. Quickly, just enough to acknowledge you, but never enough to lose control. It's like she's sending you a secret message wrapped in civility. The kind of smile that says, I see you, I notice you, there's something between us, but we both have to keep it quiet. Psychologically, this smile is a compromise between desire and duty. She can't let herself linger. She can't let the smile grow into something that invites attention or sparks suspicion. So instead, her lips curve just for a second. Then she pulls back like she's afraid of what might happen if she lets that small moment stretch. And that small hesitation, the flicker of warmth in her eyes, combined with the quick retreat of her smile, is pure truth. It's a subtle dance of control and surrender. Her smile betrays her curiosity and attraction, even as Hermind fights to keep things in line. Most men would miss this or write it off as polite behavior, but the Stoic man, he watches the micro-timing. He feels the energy behind the gesture. He reads the tension between the warmth of the smile and their strength that follows. Because when a married woman's smile is brief but meaningful, it's not just a greeting, it's a silent confession. Sign number 5. She touches her neck or hair while greeting you. Watch closely. When a married woman secretly feels drawn to you, her body language often betrays what her words conceal. One of the most telling instinctive gestures is the subtle touch to her neck or hair during or immediately after greeting you. It might be a quick brush of hair behind her ear, a gentle caress of her neck, or an absent-minded touch to her collarbone. These aren't random or habitual motions. They're tiny unconscious signals of vulnerability and attraction. Why does this happen? Because the neck and hair are powerful, erogenous zones, areas that communicate intimacy without words. When a woman is attracted but needs to mask her feelings, she often self-soothes by touching these sensitive spots. It's a way to calm the nervous energy swirling inside her, to momentarily anchor herself when the tension feels too strong. This gesture is layered in meaning. It's a silent, I notice you wrapped in a protective shield. It's both an invitation and a caution. Her body saying, I'm interested, but I have to be careful. Most men see these touches and shrug them off as simple grooming or nervous habits. But the Stoic man, he understands the dance beneath the surface. He notices the timing, how the touch coincides with her greeting you, not with anyone else. He senses the subtle vulnerability that shines through the brief movement. And he knows this small, intimate gesture is a hidden spark, a sign she's secretly drawn to you, despite everything standing in the way. Sign number 6, she laughs at your jokes. Even the bad ones you might think laughter is easy. That anyone can laugh. When something is funny, But when a married woman laughs at your jokes, especially when they're not really that funny, it's a powerful unconscious signal of attraction. Here's the truth most men don't realize. Laughter is a social and emotional currency. It's a way to build connection, show approval, and lower barriers. But when she laughs specifically at your words, even when they barely deserve it, she's signaling something deeper. She's telling you, I want you to like me. I want to be near you. You matter in this moment. This laughter is often quicker, softer, more genuine than her laughs around others. It carries warmth, a subtle undercurrent of desire, but because she's married and because the situation demands discretion, she won't let the laughter become loud or prolonged. It's a quick spark, a flicker that lights the room briefly, then disappears before anyone can question it. Most men miss this. They think she's just polite, or she's just being friendly. The Stoic man sees through the polite facade. He feels the slight hesitation. Before the laugh, the way Heres light up when she looks at him, and the way her body relaxes just a bit in his presence. Because laughter is vulnerability. And when she laughs at your jokes, even the bad ones, it means she's lowering her guard for you. Even if just for a moment. Sign number 7, she mirrors your movements subtly, unconsciously. One of the oldest, most instinctive signs of attraction isn't spoken. It's mirrored in the quiet mimicry of body language. When a married woman is secretly drawn to you, she often mirrors your movements without realizing it herself. This might mean she crosses her legs after you do, adjusts her hair when you do, or even leans forward slightly just as you do. These subtle echoes are not coincidence. They are the body's way of building rapport, signaling closeness, and creating a silent connection beyond words. Mirroring happens naturally between people who feel aligned emotionally. It's a primal dance that lowers psychological distance. But for a married woman, this instinctual mimicry is complicated by the walls she must maintain, so she keeps it brief, delicate, and often hidden from obvious view. The key for the Stoic man is awareness. Notice if her movements sync with yours more than with others around her. Notice the unconscious timing, a breath after you adjust your posture, a glance that matches yours, a gesture that mirrors your energy. These are signs her subconscious is trying to harmonize with yours. Even when her conscious mind is trying to stay guarded, this subtle, unspoken dance is one of the strongest indicators that beneath the surface, her mind and body are quietly drawn to you. As you've seen, these subtle greetings and hidden signs reveal a complex dance of attraction, one that a married woman often conceals beneath layers of caution, loyalty, and social expectation. But for the man who understands human nature deeply, who reads between the lines and sees the invisible currents, these signs are clear. They're a language all their own, whispered through glances, gestures, and moments most men miss. Remember, true power lies in observation and restraint. This isn't about chasing or forcing a connection. It's about knowing when attraction is quietly present and using that knowledge to maintain your calm, your confidence, your dignity. Because a man who masters this art doesn't need to shout to be heard. His presence alone commands attention. If you found this insight valuable, if you want more lessons that go beyond surface-level dating advice and dig into the real psychology of attraction and human behavior, make sure to subscribe to Stoic Self and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson that sharpens your mind and your edge. Drop a comment below. Which of these signs surprised you the most? Have you ever noticed any of these in real life? I want to hear your story. And if you want to dive even deeper, check out the links in the description for exclusive content and tools that help you build unshakable confidence and emotional mastery. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay stoic, and until next time, keep mastering the self.